The question I want to ask is, domestic violence is significantly underreported crime. How will the new Commissioner increase the reporting of DV incidents, and will additional resources be made available to accommodate this?
Domestic violence, including issues around hate crime, issues about vulnerability in people, is an issue that needs to be addressed at various levels. I sincerely believe that there are those in our society who find it extremely difficult to walk into a police station to report a crime of this nature. So very safely is to create a safe environment where people who are victims, who feel that they cannot use the normal mechanism of reporting, i.e. the police, then they should have an alternative where they feel safe and where they can report, and then that has to be taken up. We all talk about this wonderful word, zero tolerance, I think, but we can say zero tolerance to everything. We have to be practical about this whole issue. How do we address it with the resources that we have? But certainly, the biggest factor I would say is we have to have an alternative to the existing policing structure that we have for people to report issues of domestic violence.
I mean, domestic violence very often is actually a euphemism for violence against women in the home. Of course it happens the other way around occasionally, but my understanding is it, for the massive part, just because of the pure physical nature of men versus women. So that primarily is what we're talking about here. And as I have listened, and of course we all listen to the media, as I did way before I was interested in becoming a police and crime commissioner, you find that one of the reasons why it's underreported, which is at the heart of your question, is because they are frightened of reporting it because they're going to get beaten some more, and secondly, they have nowhere else to go. You want to increase people's chances or likelihood of reporting it because their life is blighted meantime, and you need to keep them safe having done the reporting. And then I suppose there's a whole bunch of other stuff, for example, mediation between the parties. Not every time somebody hits somebody else does it necessarily the end of a 20-year marriage or partnership, whatever. It may be that some form of mediation will be able to bring the parties back together again. But if not, they need shelter and they need looking after.
This is a topic which is particularly dear to me, and I think we've got some amazing examples in the city already about projects that support women and men who've been victims of domestic violence. I think the other thing in terms of underreporting, though, is about how we publicise what the options are for people, how we give people confidence that if they come to somebody, something will be done, and about how we make sure we target it. And one of the groups that most significantly underreports is gay men. And I think we need to do far more to make sure that we ensure that anybody who is a victim of domestic violence is able to seek the support they need and get that support in a way that doesn't make other people feel vulnerable. So it's about having the right routes in, about making sure that whoever you speak to, they're able to get you to the right organisations, and about having that really, really solid partnership across the public, private and voluntary sector to make sure that we have the support there for individuals when they need it.